Hi, YouTube. So, this week's Pagan Challenge question is, how do you view sacred text slash mythology? Well, in my opinion, they're very important. For your study, you should know them, you should investigate them, you should look at the history of the mythos, and, see where they're at. As far as sacred text, I think it's more than just the mythos. I think it's more than just the stories. For example, the Tuatha Dé. I can remember reading when I first read it about how powerful it was that they burnt their boats when they got to Ireland. And really that struck me. That struck a chord with me. They made a choice and they wanted to make sure they wouldn't turn back from their choice. I think that's important for us to memorize. I think it's important for us to know and for us to tell, to talk about, to tell the stories of. Because that's what the mythos was before, someone got a pen or a quill and wrote them down. Was stories that were told from one person to another to a group of people. That's why we have so many different variables of them. And different variables of how they're told. So I think that, that needs to be something more of a common practice. As far as sacred text, I feel like we've already got a good start on it. We got Doreen Valentry's poetry. We've got some articles written by Garland. But, we're also still within the first 100 years of this. So, as far as sacred text of nowadays, I think we're writing it. I think we're videoing it. I think we're telling it. And I think that, a lot of practitioners don't see it that way. They don't see it as the way it is, which is us creating it. I don't think Doreen Valentry, when she wrote The Charge of the Goddess, thought it was going to be more than a piece of poetry for a ritual. And now it's like Common Core, writings. So that's my view on sacred text. I think you should know it, you should tell it, you should research it, you should investigate it. But you should also remember that some of it was just written by Christian monks who had no idea. They were just passing down folkloric tales. But they were actually passing down our history. Alright then, until next week, have a great week. Bye, YouTube!